Ami Brown, who lost her husband Billy Brown, is still in mourning. After more than 2 years had passed since the patriarch of the Alaskan Bush people passed away in February 2021 at the age of 68 after having a seizure at the family home in Washington state, Brown tenderly reflected on the beginning of their relationship when she shared a significant throwback photo from their 1979 wedding day. The Discovery Channel star simply captioned the image on Instagram on March 16th with, "Billy and I on our wedding day, June 16, 1979. The newlyweds are pictured in their wedding fashions. Brown is wearing a white gown and matching white hat, while Billy is wearing a white suit. Snowbird Brown, the couple's oldest child, left numerous comments on the post and shared a red heart emoji in reaction to the image. One supporter said, "Oh my goodness. Priceless, this picture. What a great photo to remember the beginning of the wolf pack," another person said. "Each of your faces here has evidence of the children, which I can see. Your courage is an inspiration to me. I'm grateful, Ami." Ami Brown and Billy got married in Texas on June 16, 1979. Amy was only 15 years old and Billy was 26 at the time. The marriage was legitimate in Texas at the time since minor girls may enter into a marriage with permission from their parents. Billy stated in his autobiography One Wave at a Time that when he first laid eyes on his future wife, she was the most beautiful young woman I had ever met, adding that it was love at first sight. In the years that followed, Brown and her husband literally disappeared. They lived in Alaska in 1986, then moved to Washington as Brown's condition progressed and they began to raise their so-called wolf pack. The couple's first child, a son named Matt, was born in 1982. Later, the family became the focus of the well-liked Discovery series Alaskan Bush People, which continued to follow them even after they migrated to the U.S. island and continued to capture their lives in the Alaskan wilderness. Billy tragically lost on February 7, 2021, after having a seizure. Ami sent a message on her son Bear's personal Instagram account on the death of her late spouse. She urged Bear to let everyone know how much she appreciated their help at this difficult time. She talked about the sympathies they've had from people all around the world. Bear added that the family is urging you to show your affection for the individuals who are closest to you since it is very important to them. You can never predict when you won't have another chance. Bear with me. I also want to offer my condolences to anyone who has lost a loved one. God's favor. Ami is said to have told police anything after her husband passed away. She was apparently contacted by law enforcement to talk about her husband's seizure and medical history. How is Ami Brown doing now? As the family relocated to an easier place for her treatments, the family's battle with Ami's cancer got worsened. Today, she is actively trying to live a life without her husband and has come a long way. Ami plans to build a new barn for the animals on the ranch that her ex-husband planned to develop. Ami and Billy Brown pleaded guilty to the transgression charge of second-degree unsworn falsification that the Alaska Department of Revenue had brought against them in October 2014. The information on their permanent fund dividend filings was discovered to be false. Ami Brown's niece passed last year. Ami's niece, Amber Branson, tragically passed away in 2022 at the age of 44 from severe burns in her Texas house. Amber's father was Les Branson, Ami's older brother. Les talked about the tragedy his family had to endure. He spoke with the media outlet about what transpired at Amber's house on April 29. Les stated, when the police came on the scene, they discovered Amber with serious burns covering 90% of her body. She told the cops she had injured herself. When questioned about it, she responded that it was a faith test. Amber asserted that before lighting herself on fire, she covered herself in insect repellent. Later, her companion discovered a fuel cylinder that had been thrown over a fence to a neighbor. After being taken to a burn center at a nearby Dallas hospital, her injuries were determined to be non-survivable by medical personnel. On April 30th, her family asked that her life support be removed. She passed away from her injuries the next day. Although she had been drug-free for a number of years and had made tremendous attempts to change her life, Les said, it was clear that she had relapsed and had begun taking the narcotics. Drug use is thought to have influenced her behavior.